Jonah is sleeping, so this is my chance to eat some breakfast with my little minion because all she wants is bananas. The kids usually eat breakfast in the morning with Johnny before he goes to work. ¿Quiere huevito? ¿Huevo? Está caliente. It's hot, hot, hot. Yeah, it's hot. But then I've been doing intermittent fasting, so I'll start eating around 10, and that actually works out because I'm not hungry earlier. I used to have to force myself to eat at 7:30, 7:45 whenever she eats, and I no longer feel the pressure to do that. I'm just listening to my body and what it wants at the time that it wants. The harder thing though is nighttime. Okay, so I made an egg and cheese sandwich, and my lovely husband made eggs. He makes eggs in the morning, so it makes it really easy for me. Vamos a comer. ¿Sí? Siéntate. Sí, agüita fría. Oh, you said that. Yeah, ¿quieres hielo? Yeah. She's learning to talk so much. So I'm going to take advantage of the fact that Jonah is still sleeping and have my breakfast with my Gabby girl. ¿Un poquito?
Sí.
Besito. I'm gonna make coffee now. I've been trying to make it a habit of making coffee and reading the Bible, doing it together, because then I don't let my morning get too busy without me having some time with God in the morning. And I'm not in the stage of life right now where I can be. She just went in the bathroom to brush her teeth. She's so cute. I'm not in the stage of life right now where I can wake up at 4 or 5 in the morning, because I'm already doing that with Jonah. He's having a 12-month sleep regression, and oh great, this isn't plugged in. He's been having a 12-month sleep regression, and I've not experienced this kind of the cepillo de mama. Okay, we gotta get that. I don't even know what I was saying. I had to go brush her teeth because she insisted on it. She actually loves to brush her teeth. Unlike most, I know most toddlers don't like that, but thankfully my toddler is a-okay with it and looks forward to it. Eso. High five. Eso. Fist bump. Boom. We have a slide now, and it's really convenient having it right here, because when I'm cooking I'm able to put the cutting board right here on the side and just watch her play from there. I'll open the window and I can talk to her and she'll talk to me. She'll play peekaboo. Yes, it's great coffee. Peekaboo. I slept probably 5 hours total last night. With Jonah's sleep thing, it's been going on for like 2 weeks. I haven't really been getting much sleep consistently either. He's teething and he's going through growth spurts and a lot of changes, so I am not really feeling myself. I'm struggling to wake up in the mornings. He's waking up at like 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning, 4, 5 random times, and then by 6 or 7 when I normally would wake up, I'm exhausted. ¿Qué quieres?
Más.
¿Más qué?
More.
More what?
Sleep.
Sleep? I want sleep. Mom, we're gonna do some Bible time. ¿Quieres leer la palabra de Dios?
Sí.
Sí? She calls it the Word of God because I say that la palabra de Dios in Spanish. She's getting it right now. So we're gonna go enjoy our coffee and read the Bible, and then I'm gonna go and finish getting ready. I didn't put my jewelry on yet. I didn't put my makeup on. I just got dressed so I could get out of the house. I just got dressed so I could be functional. Jonah's awake. Yeah. He's awake.
Awake.
Yay. Playing so cute right right now, so I'm just gonna grab my coffee and my Bible and go sit over there.
Green bar. Green bar.
Can you help me find Ephesians?
1, 10.
So quite some time has passed and I've been able to put the kids down to sleep at the same time they're napping, and I got a chance to tidy up around the house and get some things done. Right now I'm finishing getting ready because sometimes I end up having to do like my whole getting ready routine in different chunks because of the kids, and I just finished. I kind of did a little something to my hair and I did my makeup, and now I'm just putting on my jewelry. This is my favorite necklace that I've been wearing non-stop every single day for the past couple of weeks. Look how pretty that is. And this is a matching bracelet that looks just like it. And I'm so grateful to be working with Ana Luisa for this portion of today's video. I've worked with them before and their jewelry does not disappoint. They have lovely pieces. They definitely elevate my style. What I look for in jewelry is that they're gold dainty pieces that I can wear daily, every day, that they don't tarnish, that they make a statement, but they're still subtle enough to fit my personality and my style. They definitely make me feel a little bit more put together. Even if I'm just at home and with the kids and I'm not leaving the house, I will always wear jewelry because it just elevates my look. It makes me feel more put together, more polished, more productive. I don't know, there's something about getting dressed up every single day that it's been a game changer for me. Now these earrings are beautiful. I picked these out thinking, well, I don't have anything like it, so I'm gonna try them on for you guys. But I'm normally a gold hoop kind of gal. These do have a little gold hoop and it's really close to the earlobe and it has like a little dangly stone there. I'm gonna do a close-up. So I'm gonna wear my studs, which I really love these. They're very simple and they're small, but that's actually exactly what I wanted. I wanted some studs that were just very simple and very classic, so I really like these. And then this bracelet and this necklace combination is my favorite. Like I said, I've been wearing it every single day, and so I'm able to just throw these on at the beginning of the day and then I take them off at the end of the night. I sometimes leave on my bracelet and it's not tarnished, it looks the same. And I have other jewelry from them from months and months ago that I have gotten wet and do the dishes with, and because they are gold plated, they don't go bad. I love that they have a variety on their website, so depending on what you're looking for, they have gold plated brass, gold plated sterling silver, solid gold, and lab grown diamonds, and they are beautiful. I do have some earrings besides these that are a little smaller, and they have really sparkling, beautiful diamonds on there, and I do get compliments when I wear that specific pair of earrings. Most importantly, I love what they stand for. They're a jewelry brand that is going above and beyond to make sure that they are creating luxury pieces in a sustainable way. So if you guys want to catch a 20% off your purchase, go ahead and check out Ana Luisa and you can get a 20% off using my code PriscillaD20. I'll go ahead and leave everything down in the description so it's easy to find. I just checked the baby monitor and both kids are asleep. So that gives me some time to make some lunch and catch up with you guys. First of all, we've had a lot of changes happening recently. My husband and I want to get back to our podcast and we'll probably dive into it more there. But for now, I'll just give you guys like a real quick recap, and maybe it's not going to be chronologically in order because I may leave some things out, but we did move. We're in the new house right now with a huge backyard, which the kids and the dogs love. And we didn't purchase this house. We're renting right now. We live still pretty relatively close to family and church and our community and all of that. But still we're, seeking the Lord on where he's taking us, what direction he's trying to take us. This year we've made a lot of changes. Jonah just turned 1 last month, and I've had a lot of time in this year to reflect and to just learn lessons that the Lord has been teaching me, that he's been revealing things to me about the way we should be living our lives and how to change things, and to literally not conform to the patterns of this world, but be transformed by the renewal of our minds. And that's exactly what he says in scripture. And we no longer feel that like weight and burden and hustle of a super busy, fast life that we were living before. We made a lot of changes this year. I left my nursing job. I'm still a registered nurse and everything, and that's something that has always been a passion and a calling, and I feel like that's a ministry upon my life that I've always wanted to be a nurse since I was very, very young. And so that's something that I will always continue in my life, even if I'm not actively working. But right now in the season that I'm in, I have 2 kids and they're both 16 months apart. They need me more than I need to go outside of the home to work. And we've made it work in a way that's been possible, and that's all glory to God that I've been able to have the blessing to stay home with my kids and raise them and teach them and take care of them and not have to depend on anyone else, even though we love and cherish our family's help. But at the same time, I was really craving that time with them, and I was missing out on a lot of things when I did work and I had Gabby. And when I was pregnant, I was like, we're not repeating this again. I want to make sure that I'm home with the kids, and it just feels right. I feel like this is such a specific calling too, and ministry is raising up your kids, and the work that is involved is so fulfilling, so rewarding that sure, yeah, sometimes I do miss working as a nurse and being in the hospital and all of that. Like, that's definitely been a part of my life, and I can't deny that that's not something that's also a calling. But there's a time for everything, and I feel like the time for me to be with my kids is now, and we've not looked back. My husband and I were working together. I was helping him out in the insurance business that he's in. So a few months ago, we actually decided to change the way we were doing things all over again, and for me to dedicate all of my time and energy and efforts into raising the children, taking care of the home, and taking care of all of the things that fall under my responsibility and my role. And he would take over everything that had to do with the business and everything that had to do with providing. And so we have actually loved that. It's worked out so much better. And as soon as we made that change and we just separated the two, we realized that we were actually working very intertwined with each other. And it was like, even though it sounds like it was divided and separated, it brought us so much closer, and it just brought on more unity and more, we just worked more of like a well-oiled machine. Everybody knew what they were supposed to do. We both knew what our roles were and were on board with it, and it just felt right, especially with Jonah being in the picture and going from 1 baby to 2 babies in that time. We decided to sell our home and restructure our finances and get out of debt and just kind of do things like start from the ground up from there and learn to be better stewards of every area of our lives, of our time, of our finances, of our energy, and so on. And I'm excited to talk to you guys more about this in another more in-depth video, maybe that I'll do with him in our podcast. We actually don't have our podcast equipment here just yet in the new house, and we don't have a space yet designed for it. But we're probably gonna just put a couple chairs together and the camera up with the ring light and film at night when the kids go to sleep and make it happen, because we've been both like really wanting to get back and share our story, share our testimony, share what the Lord has really been revealing to us in this season with others. We just feel like we don't want to keep this to ourselves. We want to continue to spread God's good news and what He has done in our lives. The sacrifices that we've made this year have been for the better, and it was truly out of sheer obedience to the Lord. And good things come when you are obedient to the Lord. Even if it looks completely different than what actually makes logical sense, stepping out in faith and being obedient to God and what He's telling you to do, it will come with its own blessings and rewards in the end. You just have to wait for it and be patient. And that's, I feel like, exactly what's happened. We waited. We were in a season of waiting to be transplanted into another soil, and now we're here on the other side. And wise words from my pastor last night, actually, we were in our prayer service, and he said, don't get too comfortable. And I've heard that from God many times. He said, don't get too comfortable, and he winked at Johnny. So I keep getting those reminders, because even though we're on the other side already, and I want to nest, and I want to unpack everything, and I want to put holes in the wall to put up the curtains, and just many different things. I keep getting reminded, don't get too comfortable. And that's a good thing. And I'm just holding things loosely and not holding it super tight and controlling everything around me and my environment and my kids and my husband. I'm just remembering to let go and let God be the one that decides our future and orders our steps. Sure, we can make our plans. Like in the Bible, it says a man can make his plans, but the Lord orders his steps. And that is exactly what we've been doing, but it's not easy. It requires a great deal of faith and just letting go and surrendering everything to God. And so I hope in any of this I've encouraged you. We still don't have like a crystal clear picture of things right now, but we know that the Lord has shown up. He has blessed us immensely. He has fulfilled promises, things that he told us were going to happened. We have a prayer wall of things, prayers that we asked for, that we were moving to the prayers answered. Like, God is working. He is a moving God. And so if you ever feel stagnant and you're like, man, God's not listening or whatever, write things down, because those are receipts. Those are things that you can pray for something and you can literally see it come to life. You can write something down, a prayer, and then you can see and look back on it later and be like, God did answer this prayer. And yeah, I just encourage you to seek the Lord in whatever situation you're in. You're not alone. He is listening. He is a good God, and he will always do right by his children. He will always be there for his children. And so I'm gonna take a few minutes to go whip up a smoothie, which actually no, sounds like a really bad idea because the kids are sleeping and it's gonna wake them up probably. Probably not Gabby, because she sleeps very soundly, but Jonah, he's still like, he's a very light sleeper, and they're both like in the same room, which they're used to, but sometimes his crying wakes her up. I'm probably gonna make something that doesn't make that much noise. For dinner, I think I'm gonna make some pizza. I've been really wanting to make homemade pizza. I already did it once. I've never worked with yeast or anything like that before, and I really want to get into sourdough, but I don't know where to start because I've already killed 2 starters. So I just need to get my life together first. But I think this week will be the week that I start my starter and commit to it this time, because before we were just at our old place and I wasn't in my element and I was just forgetting to feed it. But I really want to make it work because I hear that there's just so many benefits to it. So for now, we're gonna stick with the active yeast and make some pizza tonight for all of us to enjoy, and then we're probably gonna have some outdoor time later after dinner when Johnny gets home from work. Okay, so we are gonna make the smoothie because Jonah's awake and Gabby is not gonna care. She's gonna keep sleeping through it, and I can get away with it whenever she's sleeping, but not when he is. So busting out the blender. Somehow I can't find the little blender bottle thing that you just screw it on. It's like a single serve blender thing. I hope I'm explaining that right, but every time now that I want to make a smoothie, I have to take out the entire thing, which is not that convenient because it's harder to clean. But yeah, moving is like, there's so many things that I've lost. Like that, my computer, I couldn't find it for weeks. Yeah. And it was dead, so I couldn't do the find my device thing. Anyway, so what I'm gonna have for lunch, what I'm gonna have for lunch is a smoothie, a strawberry acai smoothie with some Greek yogurt, and then I'm gonna have a, what is that noise? Okay, and then I'm gonna have a lettuce wrap on a romaine lettuce boat. You know what I'm talking about? So we're going very healthy today. And that's actually something I've been implementing as of lately, like the last few months, specifically the last few weeks that we've been living here. We don't bring in any junk food. I'm the one that's in charge of ordering groceries, and we just don't have the temptation. Like, I have a bag of dark chocolate chips, and that is the only sweet treat that I can have. And I've been doing intermittent fasting, like I told you guys, and we've been eating a lot more veggies and fruits and whole grains. So I'm proud of ourselves. We're also not going out to eat as much as we used to before. We try to keep it at a minimum, probably once a week for date night. We still don't have a proper trash can, and that's because when I went to go buy things for the house when we were moving in, I had no idea how big these cabinets were if I was gonna put something underneath. And I definitely didn't want like a separate trash can sitting at the end of the counter, because that would be the first thing that you would see when you open the door. So we're just hanging a bag right there, and it's not what we're gonna do forever, but it's working for now. But I definitely have to figure out, I'll have to empty out under the sink and probably put a regular trash can there. But yeah, moving fast on some things, moving very slowly on other things, but here we are. This is the Chobani Greek yogurt vanilla, so it does have some sweetness. This package said to add some sugar or honey, but this is sweet enough and it adds that creaminess. I think that should be good. Like I said, to add 8 ounces of milk or water. I'm not gonna do that much. And if it turns into a smoothie bowl, then I'll have it as a smoothie bowl. Oh, I feel bad for Jonah because he hates the sound. I have to carry him. Hi, little guy. I'm gonna have to pick you up because you're gonna get scared, and he's under a chair right now, so he's gonna like hit his head. But make sure I bring him kind of close to the blender so he gets used to the sounds. That's what I did with Gabby, and it seemed to work. And now she's a smoothie girl. She hears this thing and she wants mama smoothie. Uno, dos, he already braces himself. I feel so bad. Oh, I need to desensitize you. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. You did it, buddy. Oh, I normally have a larger breakfast and a smoothie for lunch. Today I'm feeling a little bit more hungry, so that's why I'm making the tuna wrap. So I get these tuna packets because it makes it super easy when I'm literally like this holding a baby on my hip and don't have 2 hands to do the whole can and can opener thing, and it's just super portable. And if Johnny wants to take these to work, it's very convenient. So I'm gonna have 1, but he has 2. And it's a ton of protein and it's lean and it fills you up. Here's my lunch. Bon appetit. I have the pickles right over there. This would actually taste really good with chicken salad. If you don't like tuna, that would be a great option. I actually wanted to have avocado on the side. This is an avocado that fell from our tree. We have an avocado tree in the backyard. Huge blessing. And this is the one that we're still ripening up. This is huge. This is a huge avocado. Johnny got on a ladder. He undid a hanger to be able to reach and hook it. Oh, yeah. I think it's ready. I hear the seed, and I think, let me see. This is a different kind of, it's not a, yeah, it's ready. Okay, we might have this for dinner. Well, we were making pizza, so maybe not. I don't know. Maybe I'll put it in the fridge and we'll eat it tomorrow. But what a blessing, right? I've never been able to harvest anything like this from my own backyard. I haven't even had herbs yet, and that's one of the things I kind of want to get into. I want to get into gardening and growing some things around here, and probably put them on a garden bed, because like I said, we're renting here and I don't want to put anything in the ground that I can't take with me if we do move. So, but I'm excited to eat that. It's just so special to be able to pick something off a tree and bring it inside your house and cook with it. It takes me back to my childhood when I lived in Puerto Rico. Alright, I'm gonna have my lunch. It's time to start dinner. We're gonna be making homemade pizza, so I have all my ingredients out. I'm thinking of making 2 pizzas today. Ooh. So I'm letting the dough rest. I'm stressing out a little bit because by doubling the recipe, I fear that I may have messed up the consistency somehow. I don't know. My measuring tools are not that accurate. I mean, at least like this one, it has like the markings on the inside, and I just couldn't get it level enough because it's not like, you know, you can't level it like this. So I had to kind of wiggle it, and I don't know, I think I messed up the proportions and it looks too lumpy. I don't know. I don't really work with bread. I've only made homemade bread things like a handful of times, so I'm not very good with it, but we're gonna hope and pray that it comes out all right, because I have to feed this family today and I can't have a pizza going wrong. I mean, how do you mess up pizza? You burn it. That's how you mess it up. Or you don't get the dough right. Anyway, Bunny's gonna come home in 20 minutes, so I don't have that much time. Johnny's calling me. Hey, babe. Hey, what's up? I'm good. How are you?
Good. I'm cleaning up for work.
Okay. Missed you.
Missed you too. Anything exciting going on?
I'm making pizza.
I'll take it.
Yeah. I'm hoping it turns out all right.
Yeah. Cool, baby. Well, I'm on my way, okay?
Okay, babe. Love you. See you here.
Bye.
Bye. Let's see. Okay. It's not as bad as I thought. When they say let it rest, they really mean it because it makes a difference. So it's not as lumpy as before. I'm gonna go ahead and split it right here. Yeah, this is about how it was last time. I don't know what I was so afraid of. Oh my goodness. Okay, now I have to do some counter space work. I have to get some flour on here, which I already have in my little... What am I doing? I'm kneading the dough, right? Ugh. Shaping the dough.
It's fine. I do recommend kind of preheating it in the oven.
I don't know what I'm doing, guys. I mean, maybe I got a little too ambitious with this. Am I supposed to be shaping it on the counter? I think I should. I watched the video a bunch of times, but I still feel like I'm doing something wrong. I think it's just one of those things that when you do something by hand, you have to practice it a lot. You have to stretch out the dough. I don't know, I feel like it's a lot thicker than it was last time. So, oh, I broke it. Okay. I was going more for a square shape because that's the shape that I have for a pan. I don't have a round pan, so let's do a little bit of that.
Hi.
Hi. Okay, how long do you bake this for? Cuidado que está caliente. It is 7:30 and I am happy to report that the pizza was a success. Chef's kiss. Everybody loved it. This little guy loved it. Gabby was asking for seconds and thirds. Yeah, we had a great dinner and I even made enough for us to have for lunch. So I'm watching them play outside. I'm watching Gabby play outside with the dogs and going up and down the slide, and just they're getting along so well. It's so nice seeing how they've come a long way, how their relationship has evolved. and this little guy will be running out there in no time. He's still not walking yet, but he just turned 12 months in August, so but he's definitely taking a few steps here and there. He'll be catching up soon with Gabby running around. I have dishes in the sink that are just sitting there soaking until I can get to them. We're gonna do bath time when Gabby comes back inside, and then get them to bed by around 8:15. That's usually our routine. Their bedtime is around anywhere between 8 to 8:30. And I really look forward to this time of the night where I get to unwind and just relax for the day and have a little bit of time for myself. I've had to really learn how to enjoy time alone. So I really look forward to it, and I make it like a treat for myself. So I really do look forward to this time where I can just go and shower and take off my makeup, take off my jewelry, just get in my comfortable PJs and just lay in bed and kind of just process the whole day. But yeah, with that being said, speaking of jewelry, don't forget to check out Ana Luisa, and remember that you can get a 20% off using my code PriscillaD20. So I'm gonna leave everything linked down below. Go to their website and see if there's anything there that catches your eye. Maybe something that you can get someone whose birthday is coming up, or maybe get something for yourself, treat yourself. But that will be all for today's video, and I am looking forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Bye!